A massive fake guru loser scumbag who has a 32-page rap sheet made a mistake the other day. He decided to antagonize me publicly, which these losers just haven't learned by now that you don't do if you want to keep your pathetic reputation private. This is Simon Gann, who is a massive scumbag. He's such a piece of crap that flies flock to him when he stands next to a trash can. In honor of the Waste Management Open last weekend, it's time we take out the trash. Massive loser Simon tagged me in this Instagram post. I couldn't have done it without you. You actually got me 8 more clients in one day. Apparently my content is just too appetizing and you just came off as bitter. I recently made a video detailing that this loser isn't who he says he is because he hides his criminal past from the public so he can scam innocent people out of their money.
I guess that was his cue to be a real fraudster, a real scammer. What he did is he says, well, you know what? I can make you over 100,000, but I need more money in the pot to do so.
I made $80K today from people you intended to save from my scam. I owe you a tremendous thank you. Of all my fanboys, you're number one. The last time this guy made $80K, a few innocent victims magically lost a combined $80K. Simon makes money just like a thief makes money. Lies, manipulates, and steals. Even worse is that he posts his winnings on social media as if anyone in the gambling community believes this con man. This guy claims to be a card counter, but the only card running up a high count is his unpaid credit card because he can't pay his bills. This dude wins about as much as a 14 seed in the March Madness tournament. He loses so much that he'd need 3 seed rounds of funding to get out of debt.
I'm thinking change your clothes because I don't think he takes showers. I read that. So it's funny that because I read about him afterwards. So he has this thing. Other people have written about him, about the shower thing. He doesn't take showers, this and that.
I'm telling you, flies flock to Simon instead of trash cans. If you ever notice a tornado of fleas passing by you in a casino, then you know Simon is near and you must vacate the scene. Rumor has it that Simon smells so bad that Febreze has been trying to hire him for years to be a test subject on their new air fresheners that can cover a commercial-sized building.
So I was in Vegas having a nice time shooting my content, and I received a DM. Now, I don't normally check my DMs or chat or anything. He mentioned a mutual friend's name.
Let me formally introduce Sabrina. She has over 2 million followers on Instagram. We share a mutual friend who didn't want to be mentioned in this video. He is an important employee within a large casino on the Strip, is very well connected, and has a superb reputation.
So when I seen that name and a screenshot of their conversation, I thought, oh, put the walls down. This could be a good guy, you know? I contacted our friend and our friend was saying, oh yeah, that gambler guy. So he didn't say anything negative. So that kind of gave me the green light because I was already rearing and ready and wanting because I'm thinking, okay, if this could make me some money, I could use it, you know? I mean, who doesn't want to make money?
Unfortunately, our mutual friend was not fully aware who Simon Gann was. When Sabrina asked about him, he just said, oh yeah, that's the gambler, right? Unbeknownst to both of them, they were dealing with a massive manipulative fake guru.
He wanted to get an idea of how much that I was expecting to win or make. I'm thinking 10 grand. I'm not thinking like big, because I'm just like, okay, I can make 10 grand and I'm smiling, happy, great. I mean, it's 10 grand that you don't have. He said, well, I'll say this. How about if you give me 2,500, I can make you 20 grand. I'm like,
Simon Gann, 41-year-old loser, arrested in August 2004 in Davidson, Tennessee for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, felony class C.
Then I met with him at the MGM casino. And because there was a mask mandate then, he made a comment like, okay, it's good, put your mask on. This is good. You know, I guess it's better if you have your mask on and you're doing those type of activities.
Simon likes to play winning gambler, but is far from it. If you are a winning bettor and the casinos no longer want your action, then yes, having a mask could help hide your identity. After my 2 videos on Simon, he's going to need to forever wear a mask to hide his face in public.
So we're at the table at the, where were we first? It was craps. It was craps, and I'm not a gambler, by the way.
Just to give you an idea of why the cliche, the house always wins, exists, here's a chart showing the house edge on every move within the game of craps. There isn't a single play for a gambler to place a plus EV bet. Long-term, Simon is a massive loser. He claims to be a card counter but plays craps. Too easy to spot his fakery.
Okay, like, this is, if I'm gonna make some money, I might as well just stand here and pretend, right? So, but I was like off, like right there to his side, and my girlfriend too. And he's playing wins, and then every so he'd hand me the chips, and they cash them. Okay, cash them.
Along with the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, Simon was also charged with theft of services, disorderly conduct, and public intoxication.
The vibe was good. He won. He made 17,000 the first night. I seen that, but he didn't ask to do a photo or anything yet.
What's tricky about gamblers like Simon is they will win. You can go on hot streaks. It happens all the time. The casino still takes your money to keep placing bets, though, and you're about to find out why.
Because in the beginning, he said, once we do this, can you please put me on your IG? And the stories on the IG, I'm like, absolutely. Huh, you and me, 20 grand? Let's do it.
When Simon couldn't afford his bus ticket to court and failed to appear, he had a warrant out for his arrest.
But then I noticed he wasn't like pushing at that. Now I know why. Because he had a motive. He wasn't ready to do that yet because he wasn't done.
Around that same time, Simon Gann was a wanted man in Lawrence, Massachusetts, which is just like Lawrence, Kansas, a city that is undefeated against losers with a bad record. University of Kansas basketball fans will enjoy that one.
Then his game plan to me was, because I told him I wanted to purchase a house, a new home. I'm looking. I was looking at some really nice homes.
Once Simon found out she was interested in buying a home, he said that he can help her make more than $100,000. Investing in Simon's operation is like buying Enron stock when the founder decided to lay to rest.
He said, and I wasn't comfortable at first. He says, well, I'm going to need 20 grand. I'm thinking 17,000 in your pocket. I didn't get a penny of it yet. And that's mine. Well, minus the percentage that I was going to pay him, of course. And then I said to him, I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not going to just take out 20 grand just to say, you don't trust me. I'm like, oh God, this guy has $17,000 in his pocket, which is partial mine. Now he's getting on that trip of, you don't trust me. I read about this too. He does that. So now I know this is what he does.
9 years later, Simon had an arrest in Maricopa, Arizona. If Ludacris can make a song about having hoes in different area codes, then Simon can make a catchy tune about all the different area codes on his rap sheet.
He did good the first night, that we did. I said, let's do it. Let's go. I'm thinking big now, So I go get 20 grand out of the bank.
In July 2013, our favorite little gambling loser popped up in Broward, Florida with a third-degree felony for grand theft. It indicates that there are scars and marks around his eye. Sounds like he finally stole money from a man who fought back.
Then he says that he has to go to the casinos and he made it like he has to hop around just in case. You know what I mean? Just go here, there. Okay. But he can't have us on because we stand out. My girlfriend has fiery red hair. And me, I was dressed nice, but I guess I stood out even with a mask on. Okay.
January 2013, Simon was having fun committing grand theft, but appears that he was put on probation and didn't go to prison.
So we're waiting around. Time goes by, and I go to the MGM. Because remember now, dropped him off, checked my girlfriend into a hotel too, put her stuff there, right? Went back to the MGM. And we don't see him. At first, we don't say anything. We want to walk around and snoop around and see if we can see him first. Then I text him like, where are you? We're walking around. Are you okay? Are you okay? That's the main thing. And so there's a way to talk to people that are crooked, Are you okay, buddy? Okay. So he's like, yeah, just I had to leave that hotel. I'm going from hotel to hotel because, I don't want them to be on to me and da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay. I'm telling my girlfriend, listen, relax. Let's just go with the flow here. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Start yelling on the phone like a maniac? I don't even know where the guy is,
What's ironic is that Simon shares the same name as Simon from the Tinder swindler. Just like that con man, gambling Simon always has drama from people being on to him, always on the move because his enemies are watching him.
First he says, do you want the good news or do you want the bad news? I'm like, oh God, I can only imagine. The good news is won 173,000. I'm like, ooh, I told my girlfriend, guess what? He won 173,000. She's like, oh, But the bad news is the security is on to me, and I went to cash out and they said, sorry, but he said, I had to call my attorney. My attorney is on the line with them, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my God, but where are you? I'm like, where are you? Because I'm like, holy shoot. And so he's like, well, I had to leave. I had to leave the hotel. I'm like, okay, well.
In December 2015, Simon popped up in Miami, Florida to commit a grand theft crime in the second degree. Unfortunately for society, just like in the game GTA, Simon committing grand theft leads to him spawning in a new city ready to play again.
Finally, after like an hour more, because I'm driving around, and he's like, I'll meet you at this place. It was like this little casino off to the side. He goes, this is like a safe place. And I'm like, okay, like, safe place. I got it. Like, I understand. Yeah, let's do this. I'm so stupid. So I drive there with my girlfriend and I'm hanging out, I'm like, where are you? And now remember, this guy here, you say one thing wrong to him, he will intentionally take it out of context and use it against you. And I felt that.
The reason why Simon can't maintain a stable residence is because he always has to be on the move from one victim to the next, one city to the next. If he's always hopping cities, then it's hard to track him down.
So then he explained, when we seen him in person, he explained that his attorney is his attorney is going to go to court in the morning, like something in the morning, and he's getting a restraining order. He can get a restraining order on the hotel, and my attorney, he's very good. He's done this. He'll be able to get the funds released in no time. Like, I'm thinking, okay, maybe a day, 2 or 3, right? No big deal. Because if his attorney is good and this has happened in the past and it's successful to release the funds, I'm still in, you see?
Simon's attorney is very familiar with restraining orders and trying to get Simon out of a troubling situation. In October 2018, Simon committed probably the weakest crime of his career in Dade County, Florida, as it was just a simple ordinance issue entering a park after hours.
Time is going by, right? Time's going by. And he's like, listen, we should be getting this tonight. I'm like, well, I'm flying out tomorrow. I have to shoot on the set in California. Like, I'm booked with companies. Like, I have to go out there. I'm sorry, but I can't, even if it's for that much money, I have to go. I mean, I can come back. I will fly to California once I have it. I'm like, okay. So I told my girlfriend, I'm like, listen, are you able to stay here for an extra day? I'm like, I'll come right back. I said, let me do this one production, please, this movie production. You stay. Since you already had the room, might as well stay and just chill out and keep tabs on him. At no point did I tell her to give him any money. Like, meaning like it was all me. I was taking that risk and that hustle and the drive. But then she seen the winnings of 17 grand and she gave him $1,500.
The one thing Simon is clearly good at is persuading people into giving him money. It's just like the Tinder swindler when you're left amazed at how many people can he con into giving him money, but he's been doing it for years.
I said, listen, at least get your money. Don't worry about mine. Because she can't carry $100 and something thousand around, and I don't want her to have to do that and be questioned and stuff. So I said, you know what? Just get your money, since he's going to give you like 15 grand, I think that he said. So since he's going to give you a decent portion, wait on that.
What I've noticed about these con men is they know exactly when to reel you back in when you're thinking about bailing or going to authorities. Similar to the Tinder swindler, hey, I'll send payments in a couple days. Here's a check that's in the mail right now. It helps them buy time for a couple more days before the next stunt.
I also want to include, he did ask me for more money. He wanted still, even though he said they confiscated or did not release the winnings, he still wanted more money from me in order to try to get more money, to win more money and make up for that money being held on to.
In June 2011, Simon popped up in Marin County, California with a felony as a fugitive with a warrant out for his arrest. Residents claim they found him from his foul odor by locating the origin of the smell of hot donkey poo sifting through the air. Here's Simon taking a picture of his client's money before losing it.
And that's when I said, oh no. And he got tiffy with me. Like, and I'm like, I am not going to the bank and grabbing more money out for this guy. Thinking, so he goes, okay, I'll be back. When he came back, he lied. I used my own money and I lost. Oh, you poor baby, you're full of it. That was his way of trying to be like, I'm trying to make good by this all. I'm going to do what I can to at least give you some of your funds back.
In February 2020, Simon popped up in Philadelphia and committed a second-degree misdemeanor for simple assault.
He kept saying he's going to fly over. And then I said to him, listen, I'm going back home. So at the end of the week, I hopped on my flight and I flew back to Florida. He's still calling me, acting like he's waiting. A week goes by, 2 weeks goes by, he's still calling me. I'm not picking up the calls just because I enough is enough. Like, who are you? You don't have it like that. I'm sorry.
If Simon was actually a winning gambler, he'd never run into this issue. He doesn't have any money. He doesn't win money gambling, and his tax returns would tell us what we already know.
He's like, I'm going to fly there. I have some money on me. Not from that, but I have about $50,000 on me right now. And I'm coming to Florida and I'm going to give you at least, because I said, can I at least have back what I initially put in while we wait, please?
Anytime you see Simon posting pictures on Instagram with casino chips, just know that he's only a few days away from losing it all. On that same February night in Philadelphia, Simon was charged with theft by deception for false impression, which is a third-degree felony. He's been deceiving people his entire life, so this isn't surprising.
In the one of the mornings, he messaged me, I'm here in Florida. I'm like, great, wonderful. I'm playing along. That's wonderful, babe. Wonderful, great. What's up? He's like, well, I got to meet with somebody. And then he's like, but tomorrow I will meet with you. And I said, okay, great. No call the next day. I didn't call him. And I'm like, okay, let me take a step back. No, he's in Florida. And he's talking all this like good stuff, stuff to make me feel good. It's around Christmas time. Here I'm thinking, well, at least maybe this guy is a good guy. Maybe, you know what I mean? Because
Sabrina has not been given back her $2,500 that she initially staked Simon. She has not been given back her $20,000 that she staked Simon. And she still has not seen the profit that Simon allegedly made when gambling. Her friend is still out the $1,500 as well. In January 2012, he was arrested for criminal trespassing in the first degree. It says the case was dismissed, but after what you've seen in this video, do you think he's ever innocent? Sabrina and her friend are two women who got conned by fake guru Simon, but the real reason why I made this video is because I've had 3 additional women reach out to me. They were not ready to speak as they all have potential court dates with Simon and are hoping he's put behind bars. This must be how Simon plays because the only way to lose as much as he does is by being blind. This is a message exchange between someone and Simon. Simon claims that Derek Stevens has banned him for life because he won $800K the night Circa opened. He then asked for money because he said he could flip $2K into $8K in one day. I can literally guarantee you that he hasn't won money at Circa and Derek Stevens has not banned him. With these 2 videos on him, hopefully executives at casinos will ban Simon so he never shows up on their property again. He'll get banned, but it won't be for winning. If you see Simon in public, stay far away because con men like him are very savvy at separating you from your money. Thanks for watching.